Tell us something about the origination of the concept of regional Bible commentaries. How did that come about?
Well, it started with the African Bible Commentary. Particularly, I would say, it started with a dream, really. It's a dream that was dreamt by African leaders during the Pekla conference in 1994. They came together and they looked at the state of the church, and they felt that there was huge lack of maturity in the African church particularly, and one of the reasons they felt was there wasn't enough material available that was originated in Africa for Africa. You know, when Arab Moy launched it in Nairobi in 2006, I stood there listening to him, and the thing that came out was that at last he felt, and he was representative of the people there, the African people there, they felt they'd done it. And again we've had these stories, especially from our preaching movements, because one of the things that our preaching movements have done around the world, and you know, we've got preaching movements in 50 countries, there's basically preaching seminar going every week of the year, and that's had a huge impact on our ability to actually reach the actual pastors where they are with these commentaries. And I think that is something that hopefully in the future will expand and expand and expand. Because in the old days, we never were quite sure what all these pastors were. You know, they were sort of anonymous people in our minds. Now, they've got a name, they've got a face, and we know them, and they know us.
So what other regions are you looking at? Where are you working at the moment with additional?
Well, at the moment we're looking at a number of regions. We are busy on the South Asia Bible Commentary, which is owned by the Langham Regional Council in South Asia. And the interesting thing is that basically run by Langham scholars, except for one, the general editor, Brian Wintle. And Brian has done an amazing job in putting it all together. The next one is in the Arab world. We have 40 Arab scholars, 45 Arab scholars working on this under the leadership of one of the Langham scholars, Dr. Andrea Zaki. And again, this is a fascinating project because this is slightly different from the others. It has at their request, and I'd say this is at the Evangelical Scholars' request, the shape we've chosen is to have a more inclusive approach. So we have more, we have the ancient traditions, the Coptic and the Marcionites as contributors. All we asked everybody to do was to write within the Lausanne Confession of Faith. Now the other one is a South American one. And the South American one is basically going to be in Spanish and in Portuguese. We've got many more contributors there, there's about 120. And there we have not just PhDs, but we have PhDs and senior pastors, and so, and simply because that meets that particular need, and that's, you know, really related to the, so it's not just, the regional commentaries are not just different in what they say and the content of the commentary, but also in the way they've organized themselves.
What are your dreams for the Bible commentary series?
Well, my dreams will be translations, and a few new commentaries. I think that's a short answer. The longer answer is that we need quite a lot more translations. You know, for the South Asian commentary, we're already thinking of a Hindi edition, but we definitely need one in Urdu and in Sinhala, yeah, for Sri Lanka. We need one for some of the larger languages in India. I also think that in Africa there's still plenty of scope for other languages. You know, I went through all the languages that we've got so far, but Hausa and Amharic need funding. We're also thinking of some small languages like Zulu and others, which I think could be extremely helpful. In South America, I think we're okay, though some of the bigger national languages could be used as well in South America. And when it comes to new commentaries, I'm very much involved already in an Eastern European commentary, and it's basically a shortage of funds that has made me not more enthusiastic at this moment in time. And it's coming closer and closer, so they are basically ready to roll. And then I think thirdly, we have, and I suppose this is my greatest dream, is to have the ability to do a Chinese one. I mean, I have to say to you, this is a dream that I've had for, I don't know how long, 25 years, 30 years. Ever since I first put foot in China, I've been wondering how we as outsiders can partner with insiders to make it work. And what I was envisaging is a commentary that would make it possible to build a bridge between the various factions in China.